Well, hello everybody, welcome to 10 Cow Ranch. You know, I usually start out these videos saying I got a really fun video planned for today. And I'd like to say that today, and I can't. It's not that fun. You can see I got the horses behind me. So we're taking care of horses' feet today. And do I enjoy shoeing horses? Not really. I enjoy the skill of being able to do it, and I enjoy doing a good job and you know, really good horsemanship, taking care of my horses' feet. I enjoy that part of it. Do I enjoy the act of shoeing horses? I did not know that I could sweat as much as I do shoeing horses, but I mean, it's a beautiful day. There's no wind. It's 75 degrees out here. Been a little cooler the last week or so. That's been nice. But so yeah, we're gonna do a little horse hoof care today. Probably the best way to put it. So, you know, I'll tell you guys a little story. When I was a young teenager, I just fell in love with horses. And, you know, things were, you know, my dad had a couple horses. My dad wasn't really into it. Long story short, I wanted my own horse so bad I couldn't even stand myself. And through some extended, you know, friends or whatever, a guy had a horse that nobody could ride. And literally the conversation was, Chris, if you can break this horse, you can have him. And that son of a gun bucked every day for 30 days in a row. And I rode him every single day for 30 days, and he bucked every single day. Believe it or not, I got him broke. I showed him his rein cow horse as a young man. And yeah, I just caught the horse bug as a young teenager and just couldn't ever get rid of it. Well, with that being said, here's this guy that's willing to give me a horse. Of course, he's an outlaw. But part of the deal was I had to learn to take care of him, and that was taking care of his feet. So I've been shoeing horses since about 1984. And just been doing it ever since. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me today. I'm not gonna do a lot of talking. I'm just gonna show you guys the process. So what I got is the horse we're working on is Dottie. You guys have seen her a ton. She's got really good feet. She's just a little long. Still, she's lost a couple shoes. Still got a couple shoes. So I'm just gonna bring the camera. I'm not gonna do a play-by-play, and we'll just go through the process and pull the shoe off and trim it and just clean the foot up. So right now it's the end of August, and our big horse rides for fall start about mid-October. So there's really no sense in putting a new shoe on today. I don't have really any riding planned. I'll be cutting third crop hay here pretty quick and got a ton of stuff going. So it just doesn't make sense to put a shoe on today and then have to reset them again, you know, come cattle gather season, to where I can usually put a set of shoes on first, second week of October, and that set of shoes will last through the entire gather season. And that's what I'll plan on doing on this one. So got a couple other things I'm gonna talk to you guys about just for fun. Hopefully you guys think it's interesting. So this pair of shoeing straps, sometimes they call them an apron. I have had this pair for probably 25 years. And something really crazy happened. I had to put a new belt on it because it shrank. I couldn't get it buckled anymore. I'm not really sure how that happened. It's a phenomenon I can't understand. But so I had a leather shop locally just a few weeks ago put a new belt on for me. See how long it is? Man, it's working out great. And put a little pocket here for the hoof knife. Alrighty, well, I'll quit doing all this yapping and we'll just start getting some feet taken care of. One thing about it, I always wear gloves. You know, and my hands are in pretty good shape, you know, they're gouged up or whatever, but there are so many little sharp edges between the rasp, the nails, all that business. I've learned to shoe with gloves on, and it just saves me a lot of band-aids on my fingertips at the end of the day. So here we go. All right, guys, I feel like I've run a marathon here. I'll flip the camera around and show you the finished product there. So there's the foot we just did. There's the foot we did, first one. But looks pretty good. That'll get them by until we get shoes on in a month or so. Okay, guys, well, when I put the video, that was just a quick 1 foot. Of course, I got all 4 feet to do and 2 horses to do after her. But honestly, it's almost embarrassing how out of shape I am. I do 1 foot and I feel like I'm huffing and puffing and sweating like crazy. But it's just pretty hard physical work. And you know, it's interesting, in the old school days of ranching, everybody was a shoer. I mean, you know, my grandfather's generation, everybody took care of their own horses' feet. And I think it was just more out of necessity than anything. And depending on where he's at, a lot of those days, they didn't even shoe their horses. You know, they rode them every day. They worked every day. They were out in the rocks, and Mother Nature just took care of them. But for me, you know, these horses are spoiled. They stand around in irrigated pastures all summer, and their feet get grown out and soft and whatever else. So, and honestly, for me as a kid, it was just out of necessity. I just didn't have the money just to pay a shoer every time I needed a horse's feet taken care of. So I learned to do it. I mean, 54 years old. Am I going to be doing it forever? Probably not. I've got a young guy that I've kind of mentored a little bit, and he's helped me some. And depends on my schedule. If I get in a bind, I've actually called him a couple times, and this has been the first year I've ever, what I'm going to say, hired a shoer. But you know, life gets busy, and I'm just not as young as I used to be. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You know, maybe I'll talk about the channel real quick. Posted a branding video last spring, and YouTube got sideways with me. I've had many emails from my long-term viewers saying that YouTube has unsubscribed them. I don't know how that's happened, but if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please take a minute and do so. Hopefully we can get it turned around. But right now, for about the last 90 days, I'm at a negative number on my subscriptions, and YouTube's just mad at me because I posted a branding video. So anyway, if you like what we're doing, I'll try to get some more videos going. You know, we're getting it toward the end of summer. I got third crop hay, then we're going to start spending a lot of time in the mountain, and I'll take you guys along with me on that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night.